1. Hey guys, it's Airrunner11 here. We are playing... I'm not playing anything, actually. That's the twist here. I'm going to show you how to make a an automatic wheat farm using villagers. Alright, in 1.8, obviously. So the first thing you want to do is, as it is, so we have this stuff set, like it's wheat, you know. For the villagers, what they'll usually do, as long as they have the brown coat, you need a villager with a brown coat that is not a farmer. If you use a farmer, the thing will override, it'll break, and you will cry every time, okay? So what you want to do, you want to get a guy with a brown coat, which in this case is a Fletcher. The Fletchers is what I always use. I don't know why. I'm gonna times that day. Okay. And don't mind the other villagers. Those are failed experiments. Just me trying to spawn in the right type of villager. So, in here, what they would usually do is pick up the wheat for themselves after they harvest it. Now, to get them to stop doing that, villagers have 8 slots of seeds. I mean, not of seeds. Villagers have 8 slots of inventory. So what you want to do is fill it up with something that they can pick up, but they're not going to use, right? So in this example, you can use seeds. I recommend seeds. It has to be seeds, actually. Haha, I fooled you. So if you just wasted 8 stacks of something, too bad. It has to be seeds, alright? So right now I only have 7, almost 6, almost enough stacks of seeds. Now I have 8 stacks, alright? We're gonna give it to this guy right here, and he will pick all of them up. Right? Oh, I picked them up. Whoops. I fell into them. But he will pick them up right now. Once he picks them up. Okay, he picked them up. Now that he's picked them up, let's see if he picks up the wheat. Drop the wheat on him, and he's not picking it up, as you can see. So let's break the blocks, let him go. Come on, go. Okay, well, he broke that. But once I put that down, put into wheat, it should grow because I have so it's growing really fast. This because I have the rule set. So he shouldn't pick up stuff. See, he's not picking up the stuff. Right? See, the wheat's all right there. So that's just an example of how to do that. Make sure to give him 8 stacks of seeds or this will not work. Build up a bit. So what you want to do first, to build a very efficient farm, you cannot build it anymore or the farm will, any more bigger than this, or it will break and everything will be uneven. So you have to do it like this, right? So you have one, no, I'm gonna build it this many high, just so it's easier for me. Now you have to build it 18 by 18, and we're back. Okay, so now that you guys have your square of stone or whatever block, cobblestone, whatever, built out, you're going to want to go like, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8 blocks in, like this, alright? Or you do it that way. That way, you skip 2 blocks in the middle and then do that, alright? So, you don't really have to do that, but if you did, too bad, you're my bitch now. So, you're gonna come over here to this side. Right here. You are going to build out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. And then you can break your little markers here. Now comes the very expensive part. And we are done building it. Now, what you want to do with the glowstone is you're going to count. Well, I've already done it. Sorry about that. But for each corner, you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the 5th block, diagonally in, you're going to place that. That way, mobs don't spawn. Stuff like that. If you want to put stuff in the middle, you really can't because it needs to fit perfectly with the rails right here. So what you want to do to start out is you want to first start by going to the left, all the way down. Then from here, you're going to build from here out to the middle. Alright? That way, when you do this, it'll connect. So, no, that's not the middle. This is the middle, I believe, that will work. So, now what you do, I'm going to speed this up, and, yeah. now that you have gotten to this part, right, you should have something that looks like this. But for when you get to the glowstone, you're simply gonna go around it. So I'm not gonna speed up this part because it's this is an easy part, but you can already see how much rails I'm using, right? So you go like this, you know. Now you just have to go around and you keep going, and you can add in the power rails after this. All right, so I go like this, blah blah blah. And then you actually want to come up, around again, up, down, around, whatever you want to say. This is the part where it's gonna become more compact. So yeah. So you do not want that happening. You want it like that. You want it back here, back, boom, boom. No, you don't want that happening. You want it like, no, I don't want you here. You put it like that, and then you connect it. So now you should have something that looks like a dick, kind of, not really. But if you cut off, like, shut up. It's not, but you should kind of have something that looks like this. Just a bunch of rails that will cover every single part of where it's gonna be. So this is very important. If you don't have this, add it and redo the whole rails, because I told you to do this at the beginning. It's very important because that is where the water is going to be for all the dirt. All right, you're not gonna have it freaking drooping off the side. This has to look nice. I mean, all right. So next thing you want to do is add in all of your powered rails. And we're back, guys. I just covered this up all in powered rails. So that way, that's what you're gonna do. So the next step is you're gonna want to get a minecart hopper. So to craft it, you simply put a hopper on top of a minecart in your inventory or in a bench. And we are back. I'm sorry if you've never seen redstone before, but this is very easy, so don't be afraid. So we have the powered rail right here with the stone block on top with hoppers. Make sure they're pointing into the chest. All right, and you're gonna need all the stuff that's in my inventory. You don't need the hoe, not a diamond hoe at least. So you can do this if you haven't got diamonds yet. It's not that hard. Now, after you've done that, okay, what you want to do is you want to place like blocks like this. Place a comparator that is running out of this hopper, and that has to run into a block that has a dot of redstone right here. And then you have another repeater facing the other way, and then this goes into redstone. Or more redstone. Or, wait, no. My bad. I'm trying to go this by memory. And then we have this guy here. And then redstone. That way it will repeat. And now what you want to do is have a block coming out like this. And repeater that's going in with vortex of delay. And then like this. Okay, wait. Like this. And then this has to be this, and this must be, or that has to be redstone there. This has to be a detector rail. And that is it. And we're back, guys. So that is really all you have to do for the automatic part. Now I will show you what you have to do for the top part, which, again, this is a lot of resources, but it pays off because it gets you a ton of wheat for your cow, sheep farm, whatever you have. If you just want wheat for wheat or food like bread, maybe you want to make cakes or something. I mean, this is just a village. But, so right here, what's going to actually happen is when, see, there's redstone right here, which will make that activate going to this guy, which will turn the thingy back in the other way once it delivers its items on here. So, what's going to happen is I'll actually do an example, you know, because I'm a nice guy. So let's say you have 3 wheat. Let's put it right, well, let's just start it here. Let's open it up, put 3 wheat in, and let's push it. Now go. Okay, so once you're gonna have to push it at the beginning, but you can start it off over here, push it, and it'll go. So once this goes, what will actually happen is it will deliver the 3 wheat, and you'll see when it goes. See, it's not gonna take that long. The despawning rate for items, like if you're playing on a server and the despawning rate is like every minute. I mean, that server is gonna be probably pretty laggy if it does that, but okay, I'm gonna stop the rail cart. But it's probably every couple minutes, maybe like every 20 minutes. So you should be fine. So it's gonna activate this, which will cause this to go off, and look at that, 3 wheats in the chest. This will just keep stacking up and stacking up. So yeah, if you do not have, if you have a computer that you get like 10 FPS alone on 1.8, then when you go into this zone as the redstone's running, it might cause a bit of lag. I'm gonna take this out and kill this. It might cause a little bit of lag. You might drop some frames, but it's fine for me. All right, because the entities going around. I mean, it's not like it's a constant tick. If you have a constant tick one, which is this is based off of one that had a constant tick that would just take it stuff. It had ton of micro hoppers, but I kind of narrowed it down a bit, the original thing. So yeah, now what you want to do is you're going to cover this whole part with dirt. And we're back, guys. Okay, so what we basically have done is we filled in the top with grass, and we've left out the pieces with the glowstone. I have the guy spawn up here, but for you guys, if you're playing survival, what you want to do is you want to build like a staircase up with minecarts. Or before you plant the crops, you're gonna try to find a zombie, a villager zombie. You're gonna bring as much villager zombies as you can up into here. Then you're gonna cure all of them with weakness potions and golden apples. Then after you do that, they will turn into villagers, and hopefully you can get one with brown coat that is not a farmer. Alright, I repeat, not a farmer. So after you're done with this, to make sure it's good, you're gonna put all in these slots. You put water, like this. That way, when you hoe the crops, it'll go brown rather than just light brown. That way it's moist, people. Okay. Now for this part, you're gonna want to place either a lily pad, and then to make sure you can put, or apparently you can't put torches, but you can place a lily pad. Okay, you can, okay, I don't know, I keep saying okay, but you can place a lily pad. Then you can place like this. That way it looks nice. You have the lighting. You can simply place like glowstone on top of it, or these are just my personal choices that I like. You can put a fence on top of it with either a torch like that way it lights it up, or a glowstone on top. Your choice. I like the torch because then it's just like one thing. It won't get in your way at all. You know what I mean. So I'm gonna put that down for you guys, and then after I will demonstrate, and we are good after that. So now that we pretty much have it, wait for it, and boom. What you want to do is hold the dirt and give your villager 8 stacks of seeds. So here we go. Seeds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 stacks. There you go, villager. Eat them all up. Now he shouldn't pick up a piece of wheat if I threw it on him. Perfect. Now what we gotta do is I'll be right back. I'm gonna hoe this ground, and yeah. And we're back, guys. So I am finished. So for some reason it is growing in this pattern that is very weird. It's like, yo, it's actually really weird how this is happening. But I had the random tick speed set to it. Let's set it even further. No, I'm not gonna do that because that might even lag the server a bit. So now that it's like this, you know, your stuff will keep growing, obviously, once you have like that. Now you do, so it's not gonna grow if you don't have enough light. So during the day, it'll grow. If you want, you can just put a bunch of glowstone, like every once in a while, around the edges. That way it does grow at night, which is kind of an overpowered strat. But now that I said it's day, and I already filled this guy up with seeds. You can release him. I know he broke it the first thingy, but go! Okay. So if you wait a tiny bit, you know, he'll start doing it. This guy will keep going. We have the little redstone circuit. Now I might as well just log into my SMP and show you my wheat farm. I'm in the nether for some reason. Let's get out of the nether. No. Villagers are going. You know, I'm actually gonna probably put glowstone on the edges, that way it goes at night. And we have actually some mobs going around. So if you want this to work, you have to have mob griefing on. And not only do you have to have mob griefing on, yeah, you have to mob. I don't even know what I was about to say besides that. Oh my god! And so this is the wheat, it's generated. This is the bread, it's generated. So I don't turn it into bread, but when I had my villagers that were farmers before the thing broke, they stopped making wheat, and they started actually turning the wheat into bread, which is very annoying. So, and then let me show you the seeds it has made. Yeah. But I have glowstone surrounding it, that way it can grow at night, but it doesn't grow as fast because I don't have my random tick speed set up to the 10,000 like I did before. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Have a wonderful and safe day. If this helped you, slap the like button. Goodbye. Peace out.